want you to raise your hand when you know what it is.
In the 2011-2012 school year, I just made it clear that we got to do something to help our scholars catch up, right? They are already coming to us behind. It is no one's fault, but it is everyone's responsibility. So what are we going to do? Are we going to continue as we have been, or are we going to take some risk and do something different?
What can you do to grow yourself?
It can be very unnerving and scary to step out and do something that's never been done before. But when you are dealing with the lives of children, and you know that the stakes are really high, for many of our scholars it is truly life or death, whether or not they get a great education in middle school, you are much more willing to take some of those risks.
What I know about teachers is that teachers always want to improve themselves. They are lifelong learners, and I know that teachers don't always want to leave the classroom. They don't want to always get far removed from being directly involved with scholars. So opportunity culture was the perfect thing for these teachers who want to stay connected with the kids and grow themselves.
From a teacher perspective, you know, the biggest piece that stands out for me is the coaching. That every teacher has the opportunity to get better at their craft. I can't say that I had that as a teacher. I was told, you're doing pretty good, close your door, teach your kids. But I don't feel like that made me a better teacher. Every teacher can come here, and it's truly an opportunity to grow every day in your craft. Then along with that coaching, we're going to be right along beside you doing that work.
I think back to if opportunity culture had been around when I was in the classroom, I'm not so certain I would have become a principal. That I love the coaching piece and the working directly with the teachers and the bond that that creates, and how you have two adults working for the collective whole of those scholars.
While the majority of our scholars come to us below grade level, not everyone does. And while some of them struggle with some objectives, they don't struggle with all objectives. And so the multi-classroom leaders really do have the capacity and the skill set to make those adjustments on the spot to ensure that scholars are truly learning something new every single day. Originally, we wanted to have blended learning teachers to help develop the online content and curriculum. And in some ways, they are still doing that. But also a part of their role is to serve as lead planners for their PLCs to ensure that quality lessons are happening. It's more about the content planning that they are providing and pushing out to teachers. And when that online learning happens, that those things are tested and they're tried and true and are going to move our scholars forward in academics.
I love my work with multi-classroom leaders and with teachers. When you look at coming each day as this puzzle of how am I going to figure out what this teacher needs to be better for kids is really exciting, and it's complicated and it's fun, and I engage in that work with people that think of it like that as well. And so collectively, we have a blast. I mean, it's really fun, diagnostic, analytical, instructional work.
If you are in a situation where scholars need to grow and you have limited talent at your hands, it absolutely has to be a strategy that you put in place. I don't know there's any other way to get the talent that you need in your building to serve your students. The students will be here, they're not going anywhere. So I need opportunity culture. I must have it, because this was the only way to get great talent in my building, as well as to keep great talent in my building.
I think it's a great way to retain your best teachers, your teachers who think they want to do more and they think that they may not have that opportunity at your school. Opportunity culture provides that. And not only are you getting a great teacher for one group of scholars, you're getting a great teacher for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teachers and all of those scholars. And so it's like the ripple effect. You know, it starts here and it keeps going and it just goes on and on and on, and you don't know where it's going to stop.